Andy, I've talked to you over the past year or two when it comes to what's happening in the industry around addressable TV, the importance of all the different components in terms of how content is being distributed into homes and how consumers are actually consuming content across all these major devices, whether it be set-top box or a smart TV, and the nature of addressable TV being a core growth area. And obviously, we're seeing that accelerate, I think, faster than most the industry originally thought. And that's really because of what's happening with COVID and how that's driven a whole different behavior in terms of consuming content across different devices, specifically TV-based content. And so, what I saw and why I'm so excited to be part of Blockgraph is that, the core foundation of addressable TV and what it means is really about the data that's being applied to television, and specifically the data that's being applied to television and premium TV quality content that is addressable, that is being enabled for addressable targeting. And that addressable targeting obviously can exist across, VOD, now the linear addressable, and certainly what's happening in the CTV and OTT world. Blockgraph, it just makes a ton of sense for the industry. It really is the foundation of the product that we are now in market. We just came out about 6 weeks ago, almost 2 months ago, as you know, the new joint venture between Comcast, Charter, and Viacom CBS. The core function of Blockgraph is really to support a collaborative solution platform that allows the industry to excel in terms of removing a lot of friction for bringing data into an addressable environment. I mean, that is the core function. Fact is that the foundation of addressable TV and the basis of it is who's bringing that connectivity into those homes for the application of data. And so if you think about Charter and Comcast as a whole in a collaborative effort, their ability to actually bring data into the TV environment across set-top box or across broadband is a superior function. And so Blockgraph was developed to take advantage of that superior function, that aspect that this is how content is being brought into a home, whether it be through linear or through a streaming connected device. Blockgraph is a decentralized platform that allows these companies to be able to work with partners directly for the enablement of addressable TV and for the enablement of the application of data or cross-channel. And so it is a peer-to-peer decentralized platform that allows for Comcast and Charter to work directly with core data companies or data partners, as well as programmers and broadcasters for the enablement, and everything's privacy-based. Obviously, that's table stakes here, but really for driving a better, faster, more efficient way of supporting the ecosystem when it comes to addressable TV.
So Alec, could you just go a little bit deeper in terms of where you stand with data, what your role is with data, and also what your business model is and your customer base that you're hoping to get?
Yeah, I mean, first and foremost, it's not Blockgraph's data. I just want to be very clear on that. It is the owner's data. We are a software, we're a platform within their own systems that allows them to talk with other licensees of this platform. So it is not Blockgraph's data, just very clarify that. It is a technology solution that allows for, I wouldn't say verification, because the fact is that, this is the data, right? There is authentication aspects to it and being able to drive a level of accuracy and quality, absolutely, because again, the foundation of the owners of this data or the stewards of this data is a subscriber base, right? That is the distribution into the homes for linear television, set-top box, as well as broadband, right? And so the verification function is, yes, everyone knows that this is, right? This is the ability to bring data into this home for the enablement of addressable television. How the partners work with one another, it's all permission based, right? It's all rights managed. So how Comcast wants to work with one of their clients or partners is based on Comcast's relationships. We're just enabling a more privacy-centric way to facilitate that direct conversation between the two partners without any middleman in place, right? And better, faster, efficient, less expensive, right? And so the industry, it was clear as addressability, and obviously data is so important, and there's device graphs out there. We're not a graph either. I mean, you know, called block graph. We're a connective solution between data owners in particular. And so I think that's a core piece to make sure that I emphasize here. And so what we're doing is facilitating for the companies that have and manage their own data assets to control those assets, to rights manage those assets, and to allow for the enablement within the control without the data leaving their systems to support the ecosystem who wants to utilize their data and their services for addressable TV.
So Alex, give us an idea of the scope of your customer base. What, you know, the scope of it, the companies you're out there marketing to, and who you hope joins up.
Sure. So it's obviously anyone that's playing in the TV ecosystem today. So it's definitely all the distributors. You know, we're speaking with all of them. It's the programmers and broadcasters who are now figuring out ways to make their traditional linear spots become addressable. Obviously, their VOD is already addressable, so it's just another way to continue to facilitate, you know, again, a better, faster solution for bringing data into a VOD and or addressable environment. We're talking with all the major data partners, syndicated, or, you know, CRM companies that are managing first-party data, as well as the measurement companies, and then as well as some of the OEMs and device owners out there that are actually, you know, in need of a solution that helps, you know, support, again, a level of authentication, verification, you know, depending on what you would call it, for bringing data into their ecosystem for enabling addressability on their own devices, right? And so we're really talking to all the major players out there that are, as I'm sure you have spoken to, that are all trying to figure out the best way to collectively enable the industry in a collaborative effort where everyone benefits, but everyone has control. So those are all the typical folks that we're talking to today.